Alrighty, g'day, I'm Shannon from Extreme Fly. What we're going to tie today is a little crab pattern I was using in a cast series production, the film series, where we went up and chased some tuskies or blue bones in the shallows up in Queensland. Really good effective fly, really quick to tie. So I'll start it off. You use size 1 or 2 Gamakatsu SL12s. Just secure it into there. Just going to tie some thread on. Doesn't really matter what colour thread you use. I'm going to put a good base down for the weights. Trim that off. So I've got some lead dumbbells. I would rather use lead than the tungsten. Tungsten, if you hit them against anything hard, they will explode. So great for the weight, but durability in the way of fishing around the reef that we do, the lead eyes are good. So these are just large metallic red I'm using from EJ Todd. I'm going to just do a figure 8 around them, just make sure they go on tight. But what we're going to do is put some Solares UV on it, which will lock it all in, but that's at a later date. What we'll do is make sure that it's all nice and tight. So now some red kinky fiber. So I've just got that. That's just as a mouthpiece. It's the I like contrasting colors. I like things to kind of hopefully trigger them. So this little bit of red hopefully will do that, and as I said, so far so good. It's worked well. We've landed quite a few tuskies on this, or I have, and quite happy. And so it's Mick, which was good. Mick's first really good saltwater fly experience, and he gets 2 tuskies. How lucky is that, hey? Alright, so now what I've got some saddle, grizzly. I'm just going to pick one of those hackles like that, break him down at the base, strip that plume off, and then I'll bring it along and I'll just cut. Make sure you don't cut all the fibers, go straight down to the actual hard part that goes through with the feather. And it makes it look like a little crab's claw. So I'll loosely tie that on, and now I will just slowly pull it back to the size I want, which that is good. I'll make it on a little bit of a tilt, do a couple of wraps around that. And then with this one, this is a tip. So all I'm doing is doing the same at the tip of that. They're 2 different sizes, but you're just using the one. Didn't cut it enough. And it's just like another little claw. A lot of the times they have 2 different size claws. Do the same, bring that thread back up, tie in, pull it back to the desired length, and then wrap it fully in. Alright, for the eyes, got these easy shrimp eyes from BWC Flies. When Brett showed me these, I knew my days of smelling burnt mono was over. I haven't looked back. So much easier. Burning your mono eyes and that. So have a look on his website. They are absolutely awesome. So I'm just going to adjust those claws as well, just to try and make sure they're on the outside of the eyes, so when it sets, when the UV sets, that would be good. So basically that's all we need to do for that base. The rest is just a gluing stage. So we'll cut that off. I'm going to use this Bone Dry from Solares. Let that soak into the thread. We want to make it quite tough because the areas that we're fishing and the fish we're fishing to is it's quite tough conditions. You want to make sure you fly last at least a couple of fish. So I'm just using the Solares UV light. With this, I do have another really good UV light, but it doesn't come with rechargeable batteries. So instead of forking out 20 to 23 bucks each time I need new batteries, I only have to put my Solares torch onto on a charge, which for me is a big thing. All right, so now what I'm doing, Velcro circle from any good ladies haberdashery stores, I guess it's called, like Spotlight or Lincraft. Actually, I think you can get it from Hardwares as well now too, which is good. I'm just tapering those edges just to make him look like he's got a bit of a shell. So I'll just place that on like that. It's quite sticky, which is great because it helps. All right, so he's missing legs. So what I've got these round silicon legs. EJ Todd sells them. Yellow, I love. And what I've done, I've just tied a granny knot on the ends and marked them with black permanent texture. So now I will place them in. Just makes it look like little legs. So I'll just slip it up under, make him so it looks like he's going backwards. These last ones, like that. Press down, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is turn it over. I've got some Solares Thin Hard. I'm going to coat the bottom. You can do this a couple of times to build up the fly, so you don't have to go crazy first up. So this first up is just to kind of hold everything into place. Make sure those legs are good. Grab your torch. I'll put this on for a good 20, at least 20 seconds, just to make it go firm. Now, as you can see, it's gone off now, so I can actually take my finger away. Alright, so that's that. This stage I will just adjust the legs a little bit. It's not too much of a problem, it's more of a thing for the angler's eye, I guess. So that is that. So now I will build that resin up on the bottom. Want him quite hard. We want it to be well weighted on the bottom as well, so this does help a little bit with the weight. I go over just the edges of it, just to make sure that shell stays on. Alright, just like that. So if you haven't seen the film series from Cast, jump onto their Facebook page or their YouTube channel and have a look. It's Mick and the boys have done a great job in a couple of series, and it yeah, amazing. What I'm also going to use is just a little bit of brown Posca pen, just to give the top of the shell a little bit of contrast, just like that. As you can see, just makes it look like more of a little crab. But that's it. That is a little crab fly that I used to catch a few tuskies. Quite simple and awesome.